Hey guys, how's it going? So I've already done a couple of videos covering this topic, kind of, but I've gotten a lot of questions like, how did you save over 3,000 diapers within 1 year?
Whenever your heart is broken, don't ever forget you're golden.
So I'm gonna kind of talk about the main things I did to be able to do this. So yeah, the first main thing is cloth diapering. So obviously if we have switched to cloth diapers, the sun is like uneven on my face. If we have switched to cloth diapers, we are going to be, saving diapers, obviously, right? So that's the main thing. So to talk about cloth diapers, many people might think like, it's so much work, it's not worth it, like things like that. I understand. So I actually tried to do cloth diapering within the first month of Ellie's life, and I gave up. I'm like, I don't know, it's kind of complicated. I didn't have newborn size cloth diapers, things like that, so that also wasn't really working out well in my favor. So if you are thinking like, I don't know if I could do that, I totally hear what you're saying, but make sure you have the right size diapers. Make sure you have a good system of cleaning them. I have a video about that. You can check that out. As long as you are keeping them clean and things like that, it's actually really easy. Not to mention, if you ask for them for gifts, in the long run, it kind of ends up meaning you spent like no money on diapers. For example, so we got some like disposable diapers. Of course, when Ellie was born, like people love to give that as a gift. So we did use through those. And then we also got some gifts of cloth diapers. And after Ellie's first month, that's when I really started cloth diapering. And we started using the ones people gave us. So that's really neat. If you think ahead and ask for them for gifts, then your diaper spending is going to be super low. So cloth diapering would have, of course, saved us a lot of diapers and things like that. Maybe even still 3,000. It would have been a lot more work on me though if we didn't add in the next two things. So the next thing is elimination communication. That is when you are offering the baby the chance to go to the potty. So every time we change Ellie's diaper, we are putting her on the potty as well. There's never a time we don't do that. I can't even think of a time we've done that. That just goes with elimination communication. And so the reason why elimination communication and cloth diapering go so well together is because of this. So with cloth diapering, they can feel when they're wet. They kind of get used to what's happening. Okay, when I do this, my diaper gets wet. They're kind of putting it together. And then they're putting it together, hey, when I'm going to the potty, I don't sit in the wet diaper. You know what I mean? Kind of things like that. So with disposable diaper, it's super dry. If a baby goes pee and you were to fill it, it's going to be dry. So that really gives them no incentive to hold it for the potty or anything like that. It's pretty comfy. It's dry in a disposable diaper, right? But a cloth diaper, it's wet. Think of a wet towel kind of. That's not comfy, right? So yeah. And later on, I'm gonna run through the ideal day, and I'll show you how elimination communication comes in throughout the day. Okay, so the third thing is diaper free time. So unfortunately, we started this pretty recently. So my daughter's 13 months old right now. We started this when she was maybe 11, 12 months. And I really wish we started this sooner. So why diaper free time is good? Obviously, if they go to the restroom without a diaper on, that's saving a diaper, right? We take her outside in our back patio. There's pavers and whatnot. We take her out there. But if you live in an apartment or something, you could still do it. Just maybe keep them in a tiled area or something for a little bit. So yeah, the reason why this is good is they can literally see what happens. So my daughter, she'll go pee or something and she'll see it and point and like things like that. She kind of knows what's happening. I can tell that ever since we've been doing diaper free, the catches we've been having in the potty and things like that are more. She's more not wanting to go in the diaper. Like at night she'll toss and turn and things like that if she has to go pee. Like I always take her pee, of course, right before we go to bed, but sometimes she's tossing and turning, trying to go to sleep for so long that she actually has to go pee again, right? So it'll end up where I take her pee before bed, she's tossing and turning, and it ends up sometimes now I have to take her again because I'm picking up on her cues. Sometimes she'll like point to her diaper, or sometimes we have like railings on our bed. Sometimes she'll go between the railing and mattress and just like squat there and stay. I know now that that's one of her cues, that like she needs to go to the restroom. With cloth diapering, that's obviously saving diapers. Elimination communication, obviously saving diapers, they're going in the potty. And then diaper free, obviously saving diapers because they're going outside or on the tile, things like that. So it's saving diapers because it's cloth diapers, potty, or outside. A lot of them come back to the fact that they're beneficial because either they can feel themselves sitting in it, it's wet, or they get to see what's going on, you know? So it brings their awareness to like, oh, this is not just some mindless thing I do whenever I want, you know what I mean? Like a diaper. And also, diaper free time I've really liked because it lets me know her pattern. So, you know, if the baby's in a diaper, whether it be cloth or disposable, you don't really know when they go. You know, they might like go in a corner or something and you might be like, I think they just went, but usually you wouldn't know, right? So since we started doing diaper free time, I'm realizing she goes a lot in the morning. So like I said, I'm gonna run through a perfect day later, but like sometimes she'll wake up, we'll take her potty, her diaper was dry, we'll take her potty, she'll go a lot in the potty, like you think she would be good for like an hour, and then we'll take her outside and she goes pee, right? Like after 5 minutes of being out there. So, but if we just took her out in the diaper, maybe I didn't know she went 5 minutes later. Maybe when I went to change her in like, you know, about an hour, maybe I would think it was like pretty close to when I had just changed her that she went. So I'll go ahead and run through a perfect day. Okay, so a perfect day would look like, it starts at the night before, right? So before bed, I put her on the potty, get her in a new clean diaper, right? If she falls asleep fast, okay, that's like the end of it. I don't wake baby up to take her, anything like that. But if it takes her a while to go to sleep, she's tossing and turning, I might have to take her again, potty, before we even go to sleep. And yes, this has happened before. She'll have a clean diaper. I just took her potty, she went potty. We're laying down to go sleep. She wasn't sleeping. I take her potty again. Her diaper's still dry, but she goes potty in the potty again. So yes, it does happen. Baby is now asleep. So this, of course, timing and everything is gonna change depending on your baby. But for my baby, it would look like something like this. She would wake up at 6, but she wouldn't be like just super wide awake. She'd be maybe like breastfeeding some more, things like that. And I would probably maybe go ahead and decide to take her to the potty at this time. It's been, you know, a long duration since she last went, so I'd go ahead and take her. She would be dry. She would go pee in the potty. And then we would go back to sleep. We'd wake up maybe around 9 a.m. She would be dry and she would go pee in the potty a lot. To like where I said you would think she would be good for like at least an hour. But at this time, I would take her outside, diaper free, and she would, you know, be walking around having fun, and she would probably go pee twice and poop one time outside. So that's 3 diapers I'm saving just from going outside super early in the morning. Like I said, she's gonna go pee about 4 or so times in the morning. I think it's just from like all the breast milk she was drinking overnight and things like that. Yeah. So then, like, after this morning, it gets, you know, it's not as exact through the rest of the day. So I'm taking her every about an hour or so, and then whichever comes first or whatever, for sure before naps and after naps, you want to try to catch it like right when they start kind of moving, they're awake, they're starting to stir. That's when you want to take them from sleep or naps. That's usually a lot of time my daughter is dry when she wakes up. It's just a matter of us getting her to the potty fast enough. She'll usually nap from like well, it just depends really, but she's pretty good about doing awake for 2 hours, down for 2 hours. It just kind of depends when she woke up, and or if she has a little bit of a shorter nap or a longer nap. So I'll let you put in your own numbers, but like I said, about every hour, and for sure before a nap, for sure after a nap, and that's what our ideal day looks like. And then more diaper free times too. I like to do diaper free / outside time in the morning and evening. I don't really like to go outside with her like little thin skin, you know, outside when that sun is just right above us. Yeah, so we might do another diaper free time at night, maybe catch another pee out there. And then guys, we do spray everything away and sanitize when she goes to the bathroom outside. And so that's kind of how our days look as far as cloth diapering, elimination, communication, diaper free time goes. So I hope that gave you a little bit of insight of how this could, you know, you could apply it to your life. Okay, and I wanted to mention a couple of other things. So if it's like winter or something and you're always doing a lot of work, taking the pants on and off, if you're doing this like so often, you know, more than maybe someone with disposable diapers, there is the option for like leg warmers, so that way you're not having to take pants off. You know what I mean? You can just unclip maybe their onesie, or maybe they're just wearing a cloth diaper, things like that, but their legs are still, you know, staying warm. This is from the Baby Leggings brand. Had a little bit of an issue with their customer service, but the quality and everything of their socks is good. The issue was just that they didn't have the one I wanted. Like, I ordered them pretty much for this one, and they didn't have it, and they were trying to send it to me without this. So I was like, no, I'll just wait till this one is in stock. So yeah, but it wasn't too big of a deal. So another thing, people ask me, what do I do about wipes? I actually don't use wipes. So yes, we have this. We bought, like, you know, when Ellie was just like under a month old, we bought like a big box of these from Target, the water wipes, and I literally have still so many, and I've gave some away. This just, we have, it's in our stroller. I got it from our stroller. You know, if something is ever on her face, or I don't even know, but it's just there. We don't even use it. So this is what we do for wipes. So let's take it from the beginning. Say it's the morning. She had a dry diaper. She goes pee in the potty. So what we would do is hold her bottom and parts under the running water in the sink, and then we have a towel we change every day, and we would just pat her dry and things like that. Now, if she goes poop, whether it be in the potty or outside or in the cloth diaper, you know, we use Dr. Bronner's soap, and we would still put her under the running water in the sink and wipe everything clean, wash everything with soap, and then pat dry with a towel. So that is how we do it. If it's outside, we might have to just take her in to the bathroom sink, get her cleaned up, and then take her back outside. We also have a component on our toilet that we use for cloth diapers. Like if it's a dirty diaper or something, we can spray it clean, or we can rinse out the potty, things like that. We could also spray her off with it. We usually don't though. We usually just use the sink. But if you want to like not, if you think that's gross to use your sinks for that, like I get that, you could use the sprayer in the toilet and just hold the baby over the toilet and spray with that sprayer. So yeah, that is how we don't use wipes. So we've saved over 3,000 diapers. I'm not counting anymore, guys, how many diapers I've saved. That was a lot of work. I figure, okay, this is how much I saved in a year, and you can, you know, kind of like prorate that or whatever. And actually that was over 11 months because, you know, I started after Ellie was 1 month. So yeah, in 11 months we saved over 3,000 diapers. Yeah, and so if you can imagine, you're using at least 1 wipe per diaper, so over 3,000 wipes as well. So pretty neat. So the last thing I wanted to touch on is, has my daughter ever had a diaper rash? No, nothing even close to resembling a diaper rash. It just looked totally fine her whole life. We haven't used baby powder, any other creams or anything. It's been totally fine. I think because we change her so regularly and keep everything clean. So like, yeah, we're not just using a wipe every time. We're like with running water and soap and things like that. So it's very sanitary, and I think Ellie's skin has appreciated it. So yeah, guys, I am going to be wrapping it up here. I just wanted to talk about one more thing. So right now, all of Ellie's diapers are drying. We have just washed them. But I wanted to show you one more thing. Okay, right, so just clips like this, things like that, right? I wanted to mention also these like cloth pull-up things. This is also good because they feel the wetness even more than they do in these cloth diapers. So, you know, like I said, anything where they're feeling the wetness or seeing it, if they're diaper free or seeing it in the potty, that's all good. It's getting them, you know, knowing what's going on and knowing it's not just some mindless activity, right? So she started wearing these around like 8 or so months. So yeah, but really any time, I think it's just another aspect of, you know, training them. And if you guys want to know my cleaning routine on this, I have it in another video. I'll link it below or have it at the top. So yeah, that is all the info I have for you guys today, and I hope I helped. I know that when I first started trying to, you know, save diapers and things like that, it's kind of a lot. So just feel free to comment, let me know, email me if you have any questions. I'll be more than happy to answer you. And so thank you guys, as always, so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.